anniversary date. Okay, so here we go, girls. We are going to get started here with our Pacesetters number 2. We are recording, and so that gives you the opportunity to go back and watch it again. So tonight we are going to be covering lead generating, booking appointments, overcoming objections, and then coaching your appointments. And one of the things that Mary Kay always said, and I'm sure I'll say this again here in just a few minutes, but Mary Kay always said that an appointment worth booking is an appointment worth coaching. And so what that means is that you are staying in touch with your hostess to make sure that she stays very excited about her appointment with you, and that you are getting all the information you need from her, and she's getting all the information she needs from you. So we're going to go ahead and kick off with becoming a master lead generator. And so I've posted a link to a video here. It's a YouTube video. I will post the link into the email that I send out tomorrow, so it'll be easier for you guys to tap into. But Brittany is she's actually a senior national sales director, which is one of the highest levels in our company. But she created a video a couple of years ago about 7 to 8 different ways to meet new people. And I just really feel like if you've got several different ways that you've got new leads coming into your business, then you will always have a flow of new appointments coming in. So one of the things that I'll say this at the end, but the homework is going to be watching the video and then letting me know what are a couple of ways that you would like to do some lead generating, and then we'll talk about how I can help you with that. So, and like last night was a lot of fun. They went out and they honored working women. Literally, they took an hour. 2 of them came back with 10 leads each, and the other ones came back with a few less than that. But the experience was amazing. And I think what surprised them is that it didn't take as long as they thought it was going to take. And so, so that was a great part of them going out, is they're like, okay, we knew that we were on a mission and it only took us an hour to get all those leads. So that's going to be the first part of what you guys are going to work on. And then we're going to talk about booking your appointments. And there is a specific approach to booking your appointments. Here is something that I'm going to share with you guys that a lot of people would be surprised about, is that 80% of sales, or 80% of especially like the bookings that we do, are made on the 5th through the 12th contact. And I know that sounds excessive, but like just recently I've been working with some leads, and I'd reached out to them 3 or 4 times and had gotten nothing. And then I sent out that last one that said, hey, your package is going to expire if you do not contact me. And then boom, like 3 people in a row were, contacting me, getting their appointment scheduled. So I think sometimes they just need to make sure that we are for real and that we are not some scam. But I always love, y'all can go back and read these statistics. I always love to share those statistics, because just because somebody you text somebody or call somebody 1 or 2 times and they don't respond, that doesn't mean that they are ignoring you. Probably, actually, they are probably super busy and have forgotten to get back to you. I mean, that happens to me. Actually, had forgotten to get back. It was close to a month. And so yesterday I had to text her and say, oh my word, I am so sorry. So anyway, she of course was like, I totally understand, we're all super busy. So that is, she understood. So just know we all do it, and so do other people as well. So we're going to go ahead and move on down here. So I'm going to share with you, y'all can read this, but I'm going to share these sheets, because I think using these sheets can really help you keep up with how you're going to get in touch with people. I always work from lists. Like I know exactly who I'm calling and when I'm calling them. So if you're working from a group of people that you know, like Crystal is on the line with us. She's a brand new consultant. So she's going to be working through the people that she knows to come to her launch party and then beyond that. And then when you start working with leads, you just write down everyone's name and phone number. And so what we're going to do, you all see here where it says, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, day 1, day 4, day 7, day 11. So here's the way I use these sheets. So let's just say, for example, I have reached out, Gracie, Crystal, and LaShawn are on my list of people to contact. And I am contacting all 3 of you all on the same day. So I'm going to create a sheet that's going to be labeled up here at the top. I'm just going to write in October 1st. I'm reaching out to Crystal, LaShawn, and Gracie. So their name is here. How I met them is on here. What their phone number is. How I'm going to contact them. And so on day 1, when I reach out to them, and I'll share the scripts with you guys in just a second, there is a labeling system. So let's just say today is 4/3. So you put the date in there and then how you contacted them. A lot of times it's best to contact them in 2 ways. That is not always a possibility if you only have like their email address, or maybe they don't have a voicemail set up. But the T stands for texting. E stands for voicemail. Actually, I think it's at the bottom of this page here. Yeah. So here are the labels of how you may how you've probably contacted someone. So on day 1, you're going to reach out to them using script number 1. If they do not respond to you on day 4, you reach out to them using the next script, and so on. And so this allows you, and like when you get ready to start calling a whole new group of people, like if tomorrow you're going to start on day 1 with a different group of people, then I would get a different sheet of paper so that your day 1, so that it doesn't get all mixed up. Am I making sense about that? If I am, you can shake your head. If not, please pipe up and let me know if that doesn't make sense. But basically what you do is, here are your scripts. So if you are a new consultant and it's script number 1, day 1, then this is going to be what you're going to say. Hey, so-and-so, I just started training for my new skincare business, and part of my training is to practice teaching people about the products. Would you mind being adventurous and letting me borrow you for practice? I literally have no idea what I am doing yet and would feel better practicing on someone I trust. I know you won't judge me if I mess up. Could I count on your help with this? So that would be like on day 1, that's what you're going to text her. Now, if on day 4, she has not texted you back, you're going to go to that next page and you're going to say, this is going to be script number 2, day 4. Hey, so-and-so, just wanted to follow up really quick. My next 2 appointments are ... Are you available? Thanks again. So if you have other reasons to contact her, let's just say it's a friend or a family, if she was a referral that you got, the Glow and Tell is asking people to try the product for 21 days. And then lead box generating is when they drop their name in. Now, I will tell you that I probably have a script for absolutely everything. So like the girls that went out last night and they spoke to people, they were honoring working women. I gave them a script of what to follow up with those people. So there is a script for absolutely everything. So like I said, this is going to be, this is script number 3, day 7. So it's just following up. And then if you get to day 11, script number 4, and they still have not responded to you. If you're a new consultant, hey, so-and-so, wanted to follow up one last time. I am still working to finish my 30 and would love your help. If I don't hear back from you, I will assume you are super busy now and will make note to touch with you touch base with you in a few months. So you're not letting her off the hook, but you're going to let her rest for a little while. And then you would, so this is October 1, you might put her in your file to touch base with, like after Thanksgiving, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so just kind of that way you've got always some people to be following up with. So I'm going to unmute everyone, or actually you can unmute yourself. Does anybody have any questions or anything that they want to input about this? I know Crystal is very new, so is LaShawn. And Gracie, I don't know if you've been using these or not. I will share with you guys personal experience. When I was a new consultant, I refused to use scripts because I thought I knew better than Mary Kay and all the people who write scripts. Isn't that funny? So I thought I knew more than they did. And so I decided to do it my way, and it wasn't working. And so then I was like, well, I guess I'm going to get these scripts out and I'm going to use them. And then I started booking appointments. So just so they know, even if it doesn't sound like something you would say, it definitely works. So when she says yes, this is going to walk you through what you're going to do with her next. So she says yes, you pick the date and time. You're going to ask her some questions about her skin, like has she ever tried Mary Kay products before? What are you currently using? You'll ask her about her skin, and if you could change anything, what would you change if you were to change anything about your skin? So fine lines, dark circles. So this, I mean, I love this, you guys. I mean, it takes all the thinking out of it. If you will use the system step by step, you really don't even have to think about it. So she's booked her appointment. These are the questions you're going to ask her. Then you're going to take her to that next place of taking it from a one-on-one appointment to saying, you know, Susie, I can do one face just as easy as I can do 6. Can you think of some friends that might like to join you? And so if she says yes, then this next area, it's going to tell you what to say no. If she says no, then this is what you do. So like I said, if you follow this, the process is simple and it works when we use it. Any questions so far, you guys? Okay, awesome. Okay, so you will occasionally get some, I think these are called objections. Yes, objections. So occasionally people will totally say, oh, I don't have time. I'm too busy. My house isn't nice enough. I don't know anybody to invite. I don't do parties. So you're going to hear all of these things. I think there are some objections over here on this next page too. I'll just tell you that these are just some really great things to study and keep close by when you're booking appointments. You're going to hear this one quite a bit. I tried Mary Kay once and it broke me out. So these are just some things to ask her to find out more information. And really, you guys, if people haven't tried Mary Kay in the past year to year and a half, they really have not tried our products because of all of the improvements, the revamping of all of our formulas. So keep these objections close by as you are booking appointments. That way when somebody pops back and they say, I'll have to check with my friends to see what would be a good date, this is what you're going to tell her. So it just kind of keeps it easy for you. It takes the thinking out of it. We have to do so much thinking in our other things that we do in life. So just keep these things close by. So, of course, like I said earlier, Mary Kay always said that an appointment worth booking was an appointment worth coaching. And so we want to make sure that we're keeping our appointments coached, that you are staying in touch with her. She is remaining super excited about her appointment. And so these are just some very simple steps to help her stay excited. So when you're booking and using a hostess program, I will share with you that I am typically pretty giving with my hostess program. Because our time is very valuable. And so therefore I know our hostess's time is very valuable too. And I want to make it worth her time. I want her to be very excited about getting together with me. And so I make sure that my hostess plan is something that I would get excited about. So if you would get excited about, receiving, 10% of the sales in free product, then that's what you need to offer. If it's going to take more than that, then you offer that. I will share that for me, I offer 50% off shopping spree when somebody gets together with me with a group of their girlfriends. And the reason I do that is that people will end up buying products that they would not have bought otherwise. So then they get on the product, they fall in love with all of those products, and the next time they have to make a purchase, they're going to pay full price. So when you offer them a half price hostess program, you're saying you're going to pay my cost. Consultant's cost is half price plus the sales tax on the retail value. You have not lost a dime. You have gained new clients because she's introduced you to her friends and family, and I am certain that you have just closed sales. So it is definitely worth that. So obviously you want to get her guest list. And so it is so critical to get the guest list. If you don't get the guest list, it's probably not going to happen. And so what I do for that is I just let her know, hey, hey, Gracie, I'm so excited to get together with you and your girlfriends. And so if you don't mind, just shoot me over the name and phone number, text message, or their cell phone number of all the girls that's coming. I'm just going to shoot them a really quick text message, and I'm going to ask them those same questions about their skin that I ask you. And this helps me be totally prepared, and it will make your party or your beauty experience go so much more smooth. And so if you explain to her why you're asking for their name and phone number, then she is definitely willing to give that. There are several different ways that you can invite, have your hostess invite guests. I typically just have my hostess do that. If you want to mail invitations to them, you're totally welcome to do that. If you want to pick up the phone and call them and invite them as well. But I really feel like that having the hostess do that upfront work, because keep her excited, then she is going to get her friends excited about coming as well. And that pre-profiling, it just goes right back to getting that guest list. So I typically text that because people really respond quickly to a text message. You could also shoot a text message and say, hey, LaShawn, this is Christy Dunn. I'm going to be your beauty consultant at your beauty experience that Crystal is hosting. And I just need to ask you some really quick questions. Can I give you a quick call? And so if she says yes, awesome. If she says I'm super busy, then you can say, okay, no worries. I'll just text them to you. So that's totally up to you. But coaching and pre-profiling an appointment is just another layer of making sure that your appointment is going to hold. And of course, it helps to confirm the guest. I've had a couple of experiences, and you all might think this is funny because I do, where the hostess was super excited. She gave me her guest list. She said, here's their name, here's their phone number. They're all coming, they're all excited. And then she kind of like goes MIA on me. And so then I start reaching out to her guests, and they're like, oh my gosh, this sounds so exciting. We can't wait to come. We had no idea. And so what happens is the guests get super excited, and that re-excites the hostess too. So the faster you can get that guest list and start talking to all of them, it just really confirms and solidifies that your appointment is going to hold. There is nothing more frustrating than booking an appointment and then that appointment didn't hold. I mean, so that's a little bit fascinating, as my national sales director would say. So on this the next 2 pages, these are some really awesome scripts. And so, if you're inviting for your hostess, this invite, it's going to tell you what to say. The guest list script. I mean, I have to tell you again and again and again, as a Mary Kay consultant, do not recreate the wheel. Everything is laid out for you. Fall in love with the process that Mary Kay has created, because they make it so simple. I'm not saying we, because I did not create this stuff. I just, repeat what other people have said to me. And so just, don't recreate the wheel. If there is a script that you are looking for that is not something that I have provided for you, then let me know. I probably have it in my phone somewhere, because pretty much every time I create a script, I save it in a certain area of my phone so that I can get back to that really quickly. So the pre-profiling, this is when you're asking the questions to the guest. So this would be the order of reaching out to the guest. So this is number 1. Hi, Susie is hosting a Mary Kay Indulging, whatever you want to call it. I call it a beauty experience. It could be any of these things, okay? Whatever it is that she is hosting. Susie is hosting an Ultimate Beauty Experience Thursday, October the 3rd at her home, and she wanted me to invite you to join. You'll be able to enjoy a relaxing environment and learn DIY beauty tips to use in your home. I have a few questions about your skin. Text me back within the next 24 hours, and I will prepare a customized beauty swag bag for you. And just so you know what a swag bag is, it's just a little cellophane bag that you just throw some samples into, maybe a piece of candy or two, and your business card, and that's going to be their little goodie bag sitting at their table or at their spot at the table. So when she says yes, you do this. If she says no, you do this, and then you confirm. So, I mean, seriously, you guys, this is the absolute easiest thing ever when you fall in love with the process. So just to review really quickly, we talked about lead generating. And so your homework for this week is to watch this YouTube video. I'll attach the link in your in the email where I send the recording, and I want you to watch it, and I want you to just like make a list of 2 or 3 of them that you really like, that you would like to implement. And let me know what they are so that we can brainstorm about that. And so that is going to be your homework for this week. It's going to be super easy. That's going to be your homework. And of course, we talked about booking your appointments and coaching your appointments. So I am going to stop the sharing, and I want to open it up and see if I'll open it up and see if you guys have any questions for me. Any questions, any comments? I know Kristen and Gracie, who are on with us, are our most experienced consultants. If you all have any anything you want to share about the way that you have worked this in the past, that would be absolutely awesome. Gracie is a great warm chatter person, and she just turns it into a conversation, and it makes it easy for people to say yes to you. Yes. Anything you want to share?
My appointments to hold.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, will you say that again?
I says I need to work on getting my appointments to hold.
Okay, so that's an area where you need a little extra coaching. Okay.
Yes.
Wait, I will make note of that so we can work on that. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thank you, Gracie.
Hey, Christy.
Yes?
This is Kristen. I just hopped on, had a little drama with my dog a second ago. But we were talking about booking, right?
Yes.
Booking and coaching and getting them to hold.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the biggest thing with booking, I don't know if you went over this, but definitely calling and allowing them to gauge your personality. If you can't meet them in person, a phone call is the next best thing. And like you said, just really reaching out and making that connection with their guests. That's also been very helpful for me as well, because the hosts they can lose that momentum. But, you know, when even think about you and your girlfriends, if y'all have something going on and you're checking in like, hey, are we still on for next weekend? That really holds you accountable.
That is so true. Thank you so much, Kristen, for sharing that. Kristen's got a couple of years of experience under her belt, and I think it is so true. If you can get people on the phone, they can hear your voice and hear your excitement. That just resells them on what the beauty experience. So anything else, Crystal or LaShawn, any questions y'all have about what we've reviewed tonight?
No, I didn't have any questions. It sounded really straightforward. I think that once I get started and have some real life experiences with it, I probably would have more questions. But it sounds simple, but I'm sure it's not.
It is simple as long as you don't get in your own head. So yeah, I'm so excited. Crystal has her launch party on the 19th of this month. So she is brand spanking new. So we're so excited for her. Okay, you guys. Well, we are very short tonight. It's only a 30-minute Pacesetter tonight. I have recorded it, and I will be downloading it, getting our YouTube link to you guys tomorrow. I'll also send you the link to the YouTube video for the lead generating ideas, and look forward to hearing what you plan to implement from the different areas of lead generating. So you guys have a fabulous evening. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I hope can't wait to hear from you all. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thanks, Crystal. Thanks, Gracie and Kristen, for joining tonight.
Hi, Christy. Thank you.
Welcome.